Hey everyone, this is Civilized podcast. We're doing this for grassroots connectors. Try to gather up, bring together the youth, blind youth community. As I can see right now, there isn't that many blind youths in Troop County. So I tried my best to send a link to all. Um, those that I know of that have a disability and try on this platform, maybe ask them, do they know any blind youths or disabled youths? They don't necessarily have to be blind.
Full screen.
1 second.
Solo. Group leader. Large pitch. Full remove. Submit. Solo. Minute. Laura. Remove. Solo. Record. Add. Enter. Solo. Minute. Laura. Like verify.
Okay. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So what I was saying, Mr. Mike, is that this is Civilized Eyes podcast, and we're gathering here today, um, with grassroots connectors requested that we do this youth mentoring program, which is a great program to try to bring all the disabled community together. But right now, as we all can see, there isn't that many blind people with disabilities in Troup County that I can find. Uh, so what I did was I sent the link to all those that I know that has a disability that's close by me in the surrounding counties, and they're not between the ages of they're not within the ages of youth, but adult. Um, but we're gonna continue on with this podcast. So today on the podcast, I just do a quick roll call. Myself, I'm Darian, and my disability, is blindness, and I'm 22 years old. Dushan, if you want to go next.
Hello everyone. My name is Dushawn Dotson. My disability is I am blind as well. I am years old. Is there who would like to go next?
Okay. Mr. Mike, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. My name is Mike Meredith. Um, I have multiple disabilities. You know, mental and physical. Um, what I would like to do is introduce Miss Tamara Carr. She's she's a mother with a child that I've been mentoring. Marquez. I'd like for her to introduce herself.
Okay. All right.
Well, hello, my name is Tamara. I also have a
Well, you
disability.
have the floor.
I also have a disability too. I have seizures,
Is
and
she still there?
yeah, can you hear me?
Let me see. Let me see real
Yes,
quick.
she's still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yes,
I
sir.
can hear you. Okay.
Yeah, she's still on the line. She
Oh yeah, Mr.
um
Mike would like you to introduce yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Tamara. A disability myself. I
You
have
might have to
seizures. I've
introduce.
been having seizures.
You might have to introduce her for us, Mr. Mike.
say that again. Can you hear me? Hello?
Okay.
T-
All right.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear Miss Carr?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear her now.
All right, go ahead, Tamara.
well, once again, my name is Tamara Carr. I have a I have a disability also. I have seizures, and my son, he has a disability, and he also has seizures, and he has a lot of problems going on right now. and that's why I'm here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Dushan,
Yes,
she
I
has a
was
history.
diagnosed with epilepsy as well.
Did you get to hear what she said?
No,
Oh, hello.
I
Say it
heard
one more time,
Is
Dushan.
that Samara? Am I correct?
Yeah.
yes.
Yes. Yeah, Tamara. Yes. I was diagnosed with epilepsy as well. Is that what you said?
Yes, I have seizures. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I was diagnosed with epilepsy as well.
Okay. And so yeah, so that this even though there's not blind, that many blind youth on here, this still is like a good meeting to try to, so we can identify the issue at hand or why there isn't any blind youth on this podcast today. I know of people that know of blind youth. And the one thing that is going on, Mr. Mike, is that they're not those people that knows the blind youth, they're not following through with relating the message unto the blind youth that I'm trying to reach out, or in other organizations that's trying to reach out. My cousin, for instance, she knows that this newly blind person that's around the age of 20 down here in LaGrange, that lost her vision due to diabetes. Um, uh, but my cousin haven't answered my calls and text messages, so I'm not able to connect with that blind youth. Um, and I'm going through like a training program, like on them training, with this VRS evaluator, and she knows of blind youth in Georgia, um, but she hasn't relayed the message. I don't think, so we can connect with those blind youth. So I've been following up multiple times and still haven't got any results. Oh, Dushan, you want to say something?
Yeah, I would like to say something. I'm sorry to cut you off, but this relates to what you're saying, though. Um, a big thing about like especially like the blind youth, and not only the blind youth, but also this relates also to adults. A lot of times, those people they they're scared to to like come out the house, or they're they're they don't know of other blind people, or it's just things like that may hold them back from knowing who we are.
Right. And
you
it's
know
it doesn't
Because I know
necessarily.
I was in that situation where I wasn't aware of other people who were blind. And then as I became aware, I then followed up into another problem or issue, which was that I was scared to come out and to be with those people, not those people, but, to be amongst my peers who are blind. I was scared.
Yeah,
So that may be another, thing.
and that has disabilities. I want to make it
Yeah.
clear, it's not only this podcast is not only seeking like the blind youth, but just the disabled community in general. I have a habit of, because I'm blind and I tend to just say blind, you know, but it's the disabled community that we're trying to connect. Mr. Mike, do you have anything to say so far?
Yeah. Basically, and I'm taking notes. Uh, so I can report back to Grassroots Connector. And one of the things I see is what I'm hearing is we need to do a better job on reaching out to the disabled community. And so with that said, I think it'd be a good. And I see we have Mr. Cable Bruce online too. Hey, Cable, how you doing? And I think it'll be great. One of the action items we can come away with today from this podcast today is coming up with strategies to reach the disabled community, get them on the next podcast.
Okay, and I'll be glad to work with you on that.
And anybody else have any suggestions on, because we need to get the word out to them. And so one of the questions is, how do we get the word out to the disabled community? Is it social media? How do we address people's fear of getting involved? We need to look at that as well. And so whatever we can do to increase, because really right now in Troup County, the people on this podcast right now are the representatives of the disabled community. So the question is, how do we expand our numbers?
Right.
One way we could do it is by old school way is word of mouth. That's
Okay.
one way.
And the thing that I like to do, and the thing that I like to do, this how I came to those two people that knew of young disabled person, by getting out in the community, by moving around, and they seeing my disability, and it brings up the topic of the other people's disabilities that they know. But what see, I'm getting out there, but what is happening is that they're not following through and connecting us. So getting in the community by word of mouth, through the social media platforms and things like that.
Absolutely.
Is there something else?
What about through the school system?
There you go. Yeah, I like that. Through the school system.
She said through the school system. What about through the school system?
Absolutely.
So what should I?
Also at your jobs.
Jobs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we can put up some flyers and things like that around Troup County.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, I know a guy. He runs LaGrange TV, and his name is Philip. What's Philip last name? I think it's Philip Sledge. But anyway, I'll reach out to him. He may be able to help us out as well, because he's disabled, and he has a son that's disabled, and so he's real. That's one of his. How can I say? That's one of the areas he's passionate about. I would get with him about maybe he could do some PSAs for us and put them on TV.
Okay, maybe he can do one on me.
I'll try to set that up. That'll be great. We'll have you and anybody else that's interested. We'll have you go on LaGrange TV and do an interview, and then you can bring this up about reaching out to people, let people know about what we're trying to do, and that'll be a great recruiting tool.
Okay.
I would love to participate in that as well.
Yeah. We can go. We need to get on all these things, and so we can get disabled community connected.
Another thing we can do is we can go to the city council meeting and make it known what we're trying to do, as well as the county commissioners meeting.
Oh yeah, and the school board.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what will also be a plus for me being there is I would have to travel from where I am, from my location to LaGrange.
Yeah.
So that right there would put a plus on it, would it not?
Yeah. Say that again now.
Okay.
Oh, he didn't hear.
Yeah, repeat it real quick.
Oh, I said what will put a plus on it is but I'm totally blind. So what will put a plus on it is me. I'll have to travel from my location down there to the Grange or Truth County.
Okay. And where are you located right now?
He said
I'm
where.
sorry.
He said where you located right now.
Oh, I'm in Lawrenceville.
Okay. Oh, okay. I remember you. I remember you.
I'm sorry. I'm in Gwinnett County.
Okay. Okay. Well, in that case, then we definitely need some dates when everybody that wants to be on this TV show will be available. And
Yes.
and I will try to find out this week what their calendar look like and what dates are open, and I'll get back with you all.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Check the time now. 2:44 p.m. Okay. And I have a question for Tamara. I'm curious to know how old is her son and how old is she? If
I
she
am
still
I'm 31, and my son actually he just got in the car. He's fit to be 11.
okay.
Aw, that's beautiful. I'm 31. No, boy, Chuck, I'm 33.
Okay. That's great.
I'm 30. I'm 31 too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And add 30 years to that though.
Pretty
We got a
young.
whole bunch of 30-year-olds.
Pretty young there. What you say, Dusan?
I said we have a whole bunch of 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, with the exception of you, of course.
Okay. And I know Cabro is at work, Mr. Mike, so he's not able to unmute himself and speak. But I know he would like to say something.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We might do a following podcast, see what he thinks
That
about
sounds good. That sounds good.
Okay. So that's is there anything else that you think we need to touch on?
Well, right now, because we have been called upon to do something for the month of January and February, I think we got some action items from this meeting on what we can do to increase our membership. Let's call another meeting next month and see if we have a increased number, and then we can find out what are some of the challenges that the disabled community is facing.
Okay. And
Great idea.
and I will send you this video. It's gonna be on YouTube. I'm gonna share it with you, and I'm also share it on Facebook and try to get Dushan and everybody else that I know to share it with me as well, so we can get it out.
And I need a list of names of everybody that was on this call.
Okay, I can get that to you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you everyone for coming. This is Civilized Eyes podcast on the YouTube channel, and this whole entire podcast is about the youth mentoring program that grassroots connectors have allowed us to participate in. Y'all have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You do the same.
Thank you. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody for their time today, and I want to definitely thank Darian for taking the lead on this.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right, bye.
Bye bye.
And variant, and Rod Edgar, not and Rod